Jai Guruji, Jai Ma Kali. So let's do the psychic messages reading for you for the day. The reading for the day is full of the deities, gods, and um, yes, it's full of the Lord's deities and gods. I would say. I don't know why, but maybe some sort of spiritual or religious reading. Maybe I'm talking to the people who are either on their path of spirituality or who are growing spiritually and may even be feeling the spiritual awakening. Okay, let's dive deep into those messages. The first message or the first visual that I saw was I saw a man peeping out of a boat in a lake. So there is a lake and there is a boat. I didn't see much or many boats. I only saw one boat, and then there is a man who is trying to take his head out and then probably trying to touch the water. That's what the visual was. I'm not sure whether some of you are trying to go to a lake and maybe do boating. Okay, but if you go and if you do that, do not do these silly things because if you have been to a lake and then if you have done boating, then there are clear instructions that you should be wearing a lifeboat, a life jacket, and you should be um, well seated on your seat. You should not be roaming here and there and then trying to touch the water. Those are not the behaviors or etiquettes that you should be doing in such situations because then they may pose a risk to your life also. So let's not do those. Next, I saw a butterfly with brown feathers, and there is a slight blue and golden shade in those feathers as well. So there were three colors: blue, golden, and brown shade. Well, if you don't know, butterflies are considered to be a symbol of Guruji's presence around as well, just like the smell of roses considered to be a symbol of Guruji's presence around us. So I may be talking to somebody who may be a Sangat of Guruji, who may be a devotee of Guruji. Next, again, I saw a lake. I saw water, and then there is something which unfortunately I cannot read because it's so the words are the lines are written over the lines because see when I am meditating then this is auto writing. I am writing and then the messages may be one or the other, which is why sometimes it's difficult to read those messages. The next visual is of the Sheshnag. So Sheshnag is a multi-head cobra. It's a serpent which is considered to be the asan or the bed of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu, who is the sustainer or the maintainer of the universe as well. So I saw a huge Sheshnag. Um, and then after that, there is Vishnu Sahasranam. Vishnu Sahasranam is 1000 names of Lord Vishnu again. So it could be a remedy for some of you, whosoever is watching this. If you are going through some problems in your life, some struggles, mainly financial, then I would say that let's start reading Vishnu Sahasranam every day. Um, it's a combination of the 1000 names of Lord Vishnu. And once you start doing that, I'm sure your life is going to transform Okay. Next, I saw Guruji. Like I said, I initially saw a butterfly, and now I saw Guruji again. I heard Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev is a quotation which is used um, to to take Mahadev or Lord Shiva's name in a loud manner. Whenever, let's say, you are on a pilgrimage in India, you are going to a temple, then Lord Shiva's devotees, they would often say these slogans and quotes loudly. Har Har Mahadev, Har Har Mahadev. That's what I heard. Then there is a lady in a burqa scarf, black color burqa scarf, which shows that she is a Muslim girl. That's what I saw. A light brown colored dog in a balcony. You may have a light brown colored dog. Next, I heard a Shabad or a Satsang. It's a song, religious song, which is often played when you visit a Satsang or Guruji's Darbar. A Satsang means a community who believes in a shared interest or shared belief system. For example, a Sangat would be a community who would follow Guru Nanak Ji or Guruji. Then they will often meet probably once a week or once in 2 weeks, and then they will sit together. They will listen to the holy Shabads from the Gurbani or the Guru Granth Sahib, uh, which will eventually be played in the form of music, and they will sit silently. They will be in a meditative state. That's what Sangat does in a community. Now, so Sangat listens to the satsangs, and one of the satsangs or one of the Shabad that I heard is Ram Ras Pyare. So it could be a message to you to listen to that. Maybe there could be a message for you. If you are going through a problem and you are trying to find a solution, you may find a solution in that as well. It sounds like this: Ram Rasa Piyore, Ram Rasa Piyore. You can go and check this on YouTube as well. Next, I saw a saint. Uh, it's a famous figure. Um, because I know his name, I didn't look for that. I have mentioned the name as well. Radhanath Swami. I'm not sure how many of you know him. He's a Mahapurush, an enlightened being also. Radhanath Swami. I saw him sitting in a meditative state, and he is wearing light maroon or light orange robe. Some of you may be following him, which is why this is coming, or he may have a message for you. So go check his videos, and then probably you may hear whatever you are meant to hear. Next, I saw Krishna. I saw an old man, and at last, I saw another personality who is a podcaster, and I'm sure most of you must be knowing him. His name is Raj Shamani. That's what I have mentioned here. What does this mean? See, anything that comes in the psychic readings, because these are for the collective, so some of you may resonate with you while the others may not. But then my message to you would be these. See, when God tries to communicate with you, they will eventually send you those downloads and messages in some form or the other. You may get a text, you may get a message, an email. You may see some slogans or on the hoardings whenever you are traveling. You may see some repeated numbers on your phone. These are different ways on how nature, universe, or God is trying to communicate with you. In a similar way, the psychics or the healers, they channel messages. It's just the way I channel messages when I sit and meditate. They start coming in downloads, and which is why there are so many messages that I have to write these down. And then because you are meditating, so these messages are written like this, and then one line goes on the top of the other, and that's why sometimes it gets messier. So I have to sit after that for a few minutes to comprehend the messages before I could deliver those messages to you. Okay, but these are ways that God is trying to communicate with you. Of course, God will not show up and then um, they will start delivering the messages. There are means by which nature responds and nature communicates, and then you need to find the right messages. Often these messages are shown only for those situations and people where they need the most, or they may have asked God, they may have requested God, sometimes in happy emotions, sometimes in um, sometimes with teary eyes. They may have they may be asking God to hear to those prayers, hear to their requests, and then show them the guidance. And this is how you get those guidance. Okay? Sometimes in the form of the tarot readings, sometimes in the form of an astrology remedy, sometimes the channeled messages, which could be oracle, which could be psychic, which could be akashic. Okay. Um, so that's how these messages are taken, and that's how these messages are delivered. Uh, and that's why I said that everything that I say here is connected to some or the other person, and there is a message for them, a message that can change or transform their lives for the better, a message that God is trying to communicate uh, through some channels or some messages. So I hope that these messages are able to transform your life for the better. And take care. Good night. Jai Guruji, Jai Ma Kali.